Hey guys, welcome back to Daisy Crochet, or welcome if you're new. In today's video, we're going to be making a super cute sunflower keychain. I've been talking about this keychain for a really long time on this channel, so I'm super excited to finally be giving you guys a tutorial on how to make it. It doesn't take very long, it's pretty easy, and it's a bestseller at markets, so let's just get right into it with the materials that you're gonna need. The first thing that you're gonna need is yarn. I am using yellow, green, and brown for this project, but I'm just gonna put the yellow here because I don't have space for all three colors. And this is a weight for acrylic yarn. It is by Loops and Threads, and yeah, that's just what I like to use for this. Next, I'll be using a 4mm crochet hook, a pair of scissors, a stitch marker, and lastly just a needle for weaving in the ends. So we're going to be starting out with either green or brown, and it doesn't matter which one you start out with, but we're going to be doing the exact same thing with both of them. So I'm going to show you with the green, and then you can go ahead and make the brown one off camera as well. Okay, I just turned the ring light on, so hopefully the lighting's a little bit better. And just a little moment for this desk. Yeah, I know. It's pretty rough, but I promise it's clean. I wiped it down. This is just marks from me having this desk since I was a little kid. So let's just get right into it with the first thing. So I'm going to be using green, and I'm going to start out by doing a magic ring. And just so you know, guys, this tutorial is going to be considered beginner friendly, but it's not intended to teach you how to crochet. So if you don't know how to do some of these steps, like a magic ring or whatever else we're gonna do, I would suggest you go and learn those, get some practice with them, and then try out this tutorial. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to put 6 single crochets into this magic ring. And you'll notice I didn't chain one when I made it, just because I don't usually do that. So we are going to be doing 6 single crochets. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So now I'm just going to pull the ring a little bit, but not all the way. And I'm going to start on the next row right away. So I'm going to be going into this first stitch, and I'm going to be doing 1 single crochet. And then I'm going to grab my stitch marker and insert it into that first stitch we just made. And now I'll be placing 1 more single crochet into that first stitch for an increase. And then in the next stitch, I'm also going to be doing 2 single crochets for an increase. And this is what we're going to be repeating all the way around. So in all 6 stitches, we are going to be placing 2 single crochets. And that will cause us to have 12 single crochets at the end of round 2. Okay, so I just finished my round, but I'm just going to close my magic ring all the way at this point. So I do like to secure my magic rings with a couple of knots just because I like the security of it. So you can go ahead and do that right now. Alright, now I'm just going to remove that stitch marker and start round 3. So for round 3, we're going to be doing another increased round, but for the first stitch, we are going to be putting 1 single crochet. And then in the second stitch, we are going to be doing an increase, so 2 single crochets into that same stitch. And then in the third stitch, we're going to be doing 1 single crochet. And then in the fourth, 2 single crochets. So this is what we're going to be repeating all the way around. 1 single crochet and then an increase in the next stitch. So this row will have 18 stitches in total when we're all done. Okay, and this is our last row of the green circle. So we are going to be putting a slip stitch in that first stitch that we made of round 3. And then I'm just going to fasten off this green circle. And this green circle will be going at the back of the sunflower. And then we are going to make a brown one that's going to go on the front. So you can go ahead and make the brown one just the same as we just made this one. And when you're all done, you can come back here and I will have mine ready as well, and we will continue on with the flower. Okay, so I just finished my brown center as well as the green one. So before we grab our yellow and start on the petals, I'm just going to trim these ends, especially the one on the middle, just because it can get annoying to have to like work around it. And then these ones I am going to just weave in at the end, but you can cut them a little bit shorter if you want to. Okay, so for this next step, we are going to need to make sure that both of these centers are facing out. So this is like the good side, and then this is the back. So whatever side has the middle string is the back. So you want to put the backs together like this, and it doesn't matter if the ends are together. In fact, it's kind of easier if they're not together. So just like this. And then before we attach the yellow, you want to make sure that you're putting the brown side towards you, because that is going to be the front. But you'll see that it ends up having both nice sides facing out when we do it like this. So now that they are positioned the way they're supposed to be, I am going to start by making a slip knot with the yellow yarn. And now that I have my slip knot, I am going to take that off the hook if you made it with your hook, and I'm going to be going through 1 stitch of each one of the centers. So I'm going to be going into this stitch from the brown and then this stitch that's right behind it from the green. Make sure you're going into both parts of the stitch, but it doesn't matter for this one what stitches you're going into. I just chose random ones. And then I'm going to be reattaching my slip stitch right onto the hook. And I'm going to be pulling that through all these stitches. Alright, so now the yellow is kind of attached, but to fully attach it, we are going to be making a chain 2. So there's 1, and there's 2. And now we will start with our first petal. So once we have our chain 2, we are going to be working into the next 2 stitches, so you want to make sure they're lined up nicely. So we're going to yarn over and put our hook into those first 2 stitches, and then once we have that, we are going to be pulling the yarn through all of those, and we're going to be making a double crochet. So 1 double crochet, and then the next thing that we're going to be doing is a treble crochet in that exact same stitch. So treble crochet is yarning over twice, and then into that very same stitch on both the brown and the green, and then we just make a treble crochet stitch. And now that we have that, we're going to be making a chain 1, and then I forget what this is called and I don't want to butcher it, so I'm just going to tell you how to do it. We're going to be working into this part of the treble crochet, so you'll see it kind of forms the top of a triangle, and I will show you what stitches we're going to be working into. So it is the front loop of the treble crochet, so first going into that, and then next going into this part of the stitch that's right across that forms a line. So just right through that part as well. So now that we have that triangle on our hook, we're just going to be making a slip stitch. And this is going to give us the nice point at the top of the petal. And then to finish this petal, we're going to be making one more double crochet into that exact same stitch. And now that we have that, we are going to chain 2. And we're going to be placing a slip stitch into the next 2 stitches. And by that I mean the next 2 stitches of the brown and the green, and not the next 2 stitches of the whole round. So there's our slip stitch. So now we're going to be getting right into the next petal. So straight from that slip stitch, you're going to be doing a chain 2, and then putting a double crochet into the next 2 stitches of the brown and the green, and making a double. And then the next step is to do a treble in that exact same stitch from the brown and the green. Now just making a chain 1, and we're going to make that little point at the top by going through the front loop of this treble stitch and then this part of the stitch right here, and making a slip stitch. And then to finish the petal, we're going to be doing one more double crochet right into those stitches. And then finally a chain 2 and a slip stitch into the next 2 stitches. And I will leave that green end in at the end, so I'm just gonna leave it out for now. This is what we're going to be repeating all the way around, and once we get to the end, I will be inserting my keychain. I forgot to mention that in the materials, but I'll put a note on the screen at that point. And I do like to crochet my keychains right in, but you can also just attach them normally at the end if you'd prefer. But I will show you how I attach mine once we are on the last petal, or one of the last petals. I am going to just do one more petal here on camera without explaining it. But if you do need some more guidance, like if you can't remember the steps, that's completely fine. Just skip back to when I was telling you guys how to make it, and just complete all your petals until you'd like to attach your keychain if you want to crochet it in. And if you don't want to crochet it in, just keep going all the way around until you get to the end. And once I'm done this one, I'm gonna meet you back when I'm ready to attach my keychain. Okay guys, so I'm at the point where I want to attach my keychain. So I just stopped at the chain 2, and I'm gonna pull this loop out so that I have a little bit extra to work with when I attach the keychain. And just a warning, this can be kind of difficult to do this way. I think the other keychains that I bought, I thought they were the same, but I don't really think they are anymore because it was much easier to do it with the last keychains that I had. But these ones are a little bit more difficult, so if it is really hard for you to do it this way, you can either just attach the extra loops they give at the end, or I like to kind of grab some tweezers and pull it through that way. So whichever way you'd like, but yeah, sometimes I can get it, but sometimes I can't. So we'll see here, but just come back once you have the yarn attached to the keychain. Okay, I have the keychain attached to that chain 2, so now I'm going to be doing a slip stitch into that next stitch like always, but this time it will have the keychain attached. So now it's all crocheted in, and we'll just continue on making our petals until we get all the way to the very end. So I will come back once I have reached the end, and I'll show you guys how to finish off the keychain. Alright guys, so I've made it all the way back to the beginning, and I'm just going to end with a slip stitch into the very first stitch that we worked into on both sides. And I'm going to just slip stitch. And then I'm going to fasten off. Okay, and we're almost done, but I'm just going to grab my needle and I'm going to weave in these loose ends. So I just like to insert all these ends into the middle of the green and brown. And then if there's any extra, I just trim it off. Okay, and here is the finished sunflower keychain. I've never made it with this yellow color before. I've always done like a brighter yellow, and I'm absolutely obsessed with this one. Like, I'm totally keeping it for myself. So I really hope you enjoyed making this and you got a cute result. And please let me know if you try out the tutorial and how it went for you. And we have a bunch of other tutorials here on the channel, a lot of market bestsellers and things like that, and also a lot of keychains. So I will link the whole playlist for you, and I really hope you enjoyed this video, and make sure to like it if you liked it, and subscribe to see more videos like this one, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys!